Interim government is now in power in Bangladesh, led by Nobel Prize laureate Muhammad Yunus. Yunus was sworn in last week after a youth-led movement successfully ousted former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who had been in power for 15 years. Hasina has now resigned and fled the country. It started with peaceful protests over a jobs quota critics said unfairly benefited Hasina supporters. But as Hasina cracked down on the movement, nearly 300 people were reportedly killed, including both students and police officers. Dhaka Tribune editor Zafar Sobhan joins me now for more on this. Zafar, thank you for coming on. How significant is this to have a youth-led movement successfully oust a leader in power for 15 years? And why do you think this movement worked?
I mean, I think it is extraordinary because I can't think of too many other examples anywhere around the world. We've had this autocratic leadership for the last 15 years. And, you know, it often seemed as though there was no light at the end of the tunnel. How do you get rid of a dictator? How do you get rid of an autocrat? And the fact that this movement was led and continues essentially to be led by young people, by our students, is quite remarkable.
Now, Nobel Prize laureate Muhammad Yunus is now leading the country temporarily. So how's that working, and what's next for Bangladesh?
That's working out quite well. I mean, I think it's very important when you have the government, the former prime minister resigned, fled the country, so then there's a vacuum. So I think the fact that they have very quickly moved to establish an interim government, Professor Yunus is certainly the right man for the job. He's perhaps Bangladesh's most respected, certainly most well-known public figure. And they're moving to establish normality, law and order. There are two representatives from the student movement who are part of his interim cabinet. You have other people from civil society, other political parties, not political parties, but perhaps people with political affiliations who are represented. So the hope is that everyone coming together, we can really move forward in a positive way. Of course, in the interim, there's going to be a few days of chaos, but things are slowly getting back to normal, and we're very hopeful for the future here in Bangladesh.
Now, as these protests went on, they became about a lot more than just the jobs quota. And in the end, you now have hundreds of people dead. So how do you think Bangladesh will reckon with what's happened over the past few weeks? And what lessons do you think we can all learn from this movement?
I mean, that's absolutely right. It started with a very simple movement in terms of quotas, but very soon it became a larger movement about, cronyism, corruption, misgovernance, and of course, the human rights violations which were committed against the protesters. Now, hundreds are dead, and I think there is a reckoning due. But if you've heard the rhetoric of the interim government, I think it's been very reassuring. It's been very calming, because I think they're saying, look, we have to solve this problem for the country. It's not about settling scores. It's not about enacting revenge. It is about accountability. It is about creating a system moving forward such that the abuses of the past decade are not repeated, and certainly the events of the past month, which left hundreds dead, cannot be repeated. So that's the goal to which we are working here in Bangladesh.
All right, Zafar Sobhan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.